Hey guys, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, it's theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Keep your questions coming to me, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com, or if you prefer, social networks, okay? Instagram, Snapchat, my username is Dan Sfera, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Cyberdust, whatever else you can think of, alright? So, that's one way you send your questions to me, or those are the ways to send your questions. Also, you can text or call 949-415-6256. I'll try to get back to all of you within reasonable time. So, and I'll keep you anonymous too in these videos if I think the questions are good. So today's question is all about getting studies, okay? It says, I want to see if there's anything, I need to know what pointers you can give me in terms of applying for studies. We currently have a good flow of studies and we are always applying, but I feel that there has to be something we're doing wrong, or maybe we can streamline better because we apply all day and definitely get plenty of replies, but based on the amount of applications we do, we should be swamped with studies, and that's not the case. So let me know any suggestions you have. So my suggestion is just keep doing more of the same, alright? If you're, and this is especially true if you're in a research hotspot like Southern California, like New York City, like some parts of Texas, like every part of Miami, Florida, if sponsors are sending out surveys to a bunch of sites, okay, they don't intend to use all those sites. They just want to collect the data. And I don't know the exact numbers they use, but my guess would be about half of the sites would actually get a site selection visit. So your chances decrease if you're in one of those areas, because they probably receive a lot of surveys from that region and they don't need that many because they don't want to deal with competing studies. They don't want to deal with sites competing for the same patients. So what you can do, if you find out that that's the reason why you weren't selected, or if that's one of their concerns, which I've been told before because I'm in Southern California, what you do is you tell them our PI pools from his or her own private practice. In addition, we have our own database. These are research subjects that don't go to other clinics. They're part of our network. They see our doctors. They are patients of our PI's private practice. If that's the case, you don't want to lie, of course, but if that actually is the truth, which I recommend for those of you brand new to research, is that's how you should build your business, then that's what you should tell them to alleviate their concerns, okay? But the bottom line is, look, you're doing the right things. You're sending the emails out. You're getting responses, which is half of the battle, or like 80% of the battle. You have no idea how many emails I send out on a weekly basis, and I only get like 10, 15, maybe 20% response. Alright, that means 80 or 90% of the emails I send out will never get a response. I don't hear back from them. But I follow up with them. Follow up. There's a reason why I have that in my videos. Phone call. If email doesn't work for 2 or 3 times, guess what? They're getting a phone call if I have their number. They're getting hit up on LinkedIn if I have their connection on there. If I find them on Twitter or Facebook, I might try to reach out first on Twitter, maybe Facebook, but people don't like that. Instagram, a lot of people are using that. So just find a way to connect yourself with them. Maybe they just get tons of emails every day and they ended their feasibility process and they just don't have time to reply to everybody. I totally get it, but I just want to know that myself firsthand rather than guessing what happened. So you're getting surveys back. That's a good thing, all right? You're applying. When you say we're applying, I'm assuming you mean you're sending the surveys out. So here's the thing with surveys, okay? I would say for every 10 surveys you complete, you might get a site selection visit for 3 to 5 of them, okay? Especially in the time period right now where we have a lot of sites competing for the same studies, because it's relatively dry out there as far as new studies. And for those of you in the future, this is what am I talking about? This is April 23rd, 2015. I don't know why my brain is in March right now, but April 23rd, 2015. So it's a little dry. You have all the same sites competing for a small amount of studies. So for every 10 surveys you do right now, it's more likely that you'll get 3 site selection visits. So I don't know what your numbers are. I don't know if you're keeping track of that, but if it's around 30%, you're not anywhere outside of the range of what I consider normal, at least from my anecdotal experience and all the sites that I either partner with or consult or advise for. So keep doing that. There is a problem, and red flags should be going up constantly if you're getting site selection visits, but then not getting awarded the studies. Because from my experiences, once we have the site selection visit, unless the site has absolutely no idea what research is, and the PI and the coordinators say all the wrong things, you're pretty much getting the study. If they're coming all the way out there to do a site selection visit, you're pretty much getting the study. If you're not getting the study after you're getting the site selection visits consistently, something's wrong there. But I haven't heard you mention that in your email, so I'm assuming you're just frustrated because you're not getting maybe 10 site selection visits for every 10 surveys you do. And that's just not going to happen. That might happen when there's a whole bunch of studies, and at that point the tables are turned and sponsors are actually competing for the sites to participate in their trial, which we saw that happening in 05, 06, 07, 08, and then it stopped like in 09 and 10 and 11 and 12. We're in like a long dry spell pretty much. We saw a lot of activity at the beginning of this year, at the end of 14 and early 15, so we kind of saw the table starting to turn a little, where sponsors were actually competing for the good sites. And right now, in the summertime, I think we're having a slowdown, but hopefully that should pick up by the end of the year, and then the tables will turn in our favor, us being the research clinics. But you can win in any environment, any type of economic climate as it pertains to our industry. All right, just keep doing what you're doing, keep doing more of it, and make sure you follow up. I haven't said that in a long time, all right? Keep your questions coming, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com, and take care. Yeah.